to this tutorial today. So we are going to start off with the brows. As you can see, I have absolutely none. We're going to start off with the Anastasia Pomade Dip Brow in the chocolate, Lord Jesus, in the shade chocolate. And I'm just showing you my angle brush of choice and how much product I put on the brush to make that head as flat as possible. So when you go to carve your brows out, you can give it as realistic hair-like strokes. I do like a straighter brow. I mean, that's just my personal choice. You can carve your brows however you would like to carve them. Then I'm going to go on a little bit more product and take the tip of that angle brush and flick upward to make hair-like strokes in the front because I don't have any. And I'm going to go towards the back just a little bit just to make everything blend very nicely. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer, which is LA Girl Pro in the shade Pure Beige. Pure Beige is literally like my skin tone. And I choose to do it my skin tone because if I just want to put a light powder or a nice BB cream on my face and run out the door that day and not really like highlight, contour, bam, bam, give all that glam, it's not going to look bad. It's not going to have a lighter cast around my brow. And it's just going to look super, super natural, even though I drew my brows in. And as you can see, I'm starting a little bit ways back from the front of the brow. That's just to keep the purpose of those hair-like strokes in the front looking very natural and not giving that boxy Instagram shape brow that everybody for some reason wants to do. It's all about ombre effect and transitioning to make your brow look very natural. As you can see, no discoloration. The shade is exactly my skin tone, and I'm just showing you a carved out brow compared to a brow that's just traced. And yes, I forgot my lip balm. How could I forget? Yes, that feels so good on my lips, y'all. Then I'm going to go in with the Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. They have 4 different shades, and I choose Eden because it is going to hide any discoloration on those eyelids, whether you have dark spots, red spots, freckles. And a nice thing about the primer potion compared to priming your eye with a concealer is that you do not have to set it with a powder, and it is going to dry directly ready for you to put any type of shadow on top of it and allow it not to skip and blend very smoothly. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite color palette of all time right now is by Colored Rain. And I'm going in with those 2 shades I just showed you, which is Crush and, it's Crushing and Splash. And then I'm going to go in with my fluffy favorite brush, Blending Fluffy brush by Morphe is the M504 brush, and start off with crushing in that crease color, and I'm just gonna buff that out in circular motion until it literally gives me a washed, very blended, painted look on my eye. I do like to start out with a little product and work my way, or not work my way, but build my way up to the color and pigment of choice, because when you start out with too much, trust me, you're going to be blending way longer than what you really want to be blending for. So a little bit and then build is always better. Then I'm going to go in with that second orange shade I showed y'all earlier, which is called Splash, just to deepen my crease, just a little bit darker. Then I'm going in with that purple shade called Vibes, and I'm using my crease brush by Morphe, which is the M139 brush, and I'm going to blend that in my crease. As you can see, when I place it on, I'm doing windshield wiper moves, which is back and forth, and then I'm slowly buffing that edge out, which is circular motion, to give a nice blended transition, very painted look. I am like a blending freak, y'all. It's really sick. And then I needed a coffee break because I am a fiend for caffeine. Then I'm just going to go back in with my brushes with no extra product and just make sure everything's blended seamlessly. Then we're going to go in with the Urban Decay collab with Basquiat and get into that shade Untitled and pack it on with my Morphe M210 brush and pack that shade on and look. Fall out, fall out, fall out, bam. That's why I love Colored Rain. Colored Rain, even though the colors are so pigmented, there is absolutely zero fallout with these colors. Zero. Then we're going to go into the Colored Rain palette again and pick up the shade Perp Smurf. It's just a deeper purple shade from earlier. And then we're going in with my ultimate favorite crease brush by Sigma. Yes, God, come through. It's called the Shader Crease E47 brush. I've had this brush for like ever. And I have not found anything that tops this brush at all. And then when you blend, you're going to lose pigment. So we're going to pack on some more blue. And then we're going to go in with no extra product. And then we're going to blend those edges out. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush from earlier and just make sure everything is seamless. And then we're going to go in with my choice of liner by Sigma called Wicked. And we are using my ultimate favorite liner brush called the E06 brush by Sigma. This brush is life, y'all. Like my holy grail brush. If you can't get eyeliners, or not eyeliners, wings down, and you're having trouble creating wings, let me tell you, get this brush. Order this brush. It is dummy proof. It is going to help you have a steady hand. It's going to help you create the perfect wing that can cut a bitch. Do you hear me? It's perfect because it's so small. It's so small, y'all. I'm telling y'all, invest in it. But now we're just going to clean up all that fallout from that blue color to get my face ready to be primed and beat. And then I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base that I took a sample from work because I wanted to see what the hype was about. I wasn't about to spend all that money on it, y'all, before I tried it. And then we're going to go in with the NARS. It's new by NARS. Let me get the name of it, y'all. But look at that glow. It's called the NARS Super Radiant Booster. It is so much better than the MAC Strobe creams, whatever they're called. Let me tell you, look at this. It's going to shine beautifully through that foundation. Then I'm going to prime my face with a little spray called Rebound by Urban Decay. It's collagen infused. It smells beautiful. It really makes your skin feel amazing. And then I'm going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation shade 6.5, which is my winter shade, with my Real Technique sponge brush and beating my face. And then I'm going in with that LA Girl Pro, but this time it's in the shade Natural. As you can see, it is a shade lighter than my skin because I do like to be a little bit more highlighted under my eyes and have that more open, awake look. And as you can see, I'm just going under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, right above my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. And then I'm going to nicely blend that all in with my Real Technique sponge. Then y'all gonna see me use my finger because I don't want to disturb that color that's on my eyes. So I like to pat, and that makes it just blend very nicely and look more blown out, airbrushed than actually patting it with the sponge, because I've done that and it actually takes the color away instead of making it look nice. So we're gonna beat until we get that all done. And then we're going to go in with my favorite so far, because I am my winter shade, my Tom Ford bronzer. It is in the shade, it's called the Ultimate Bronzer, first of all, and it's in the shade 3 Bronze Age. And I love this bronzer. As you can see, it doesn't have any sparkle, doesn't have any shimmer. It's just a matte bronzer, but it's so soft, and you literally have to build this shade. And all the brushes you see me using, y'all, I'm going to list them below. So if I don't name a brush, just check below underneath this video, and you'll see my list of brushes. But when I become my summer color, I'm not going to be able to use this bronzer. So I am enjoying it while I can, y'all. Then we're going to go back in with my Real Technique sponge and just blend and make sure everything is super seamless, because I'm a blending freak. I really am. Then instead of baking, I like to go back in with my concealer, carve those cheekbones out, and blend, 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 blend. I don't like to use a lot of powder. I like to look dewy as possible, not dry. Personal preference. Then we're going to snatch this nose with that Ultimate Bronzer. And y'all, my camera cut off. Didn't realize it. But then we're going to go in with a deeper shade. And it's just a foundation powder by Urban Decay. It's called Dark Neutral. And I'm just going to deepen my cheekbones a little bit darker and around my hairline, because I like a little bit more carved out beat contour, I guess you can say. But I like the variance of shadows. I love the ombre effect. I'm an ombre queen. I really am. I don't know. I'm sorry. But then I was like, dang, I forgot to contour the tip of my nose. So then I went back in and showed y'all that I do contour the tip of my nose. And then once again, I am blending, blending, blending. I don't like lines. I don't like seams. I just like everything to look like it literally melted into your skin, like literally. As you can see, I'm carving out a little bit more and it looks gorgeous. It really does. Oh, and sorry for the color up and down, dark and light. Between my ring light and the sunlight, it was just so much going on, so I do apologize. Then I'm going with the Kristen Leanne collab with Urban and using that first shade right there to highlight, and look at that glow. Ooh, yes, girl. It is gorgeous. I love me a good highlight, and it looks like skin. It's not powdery. This was the best collab ever Urban did when it comes to highlighters, I swear. But as you can see, I did the tops of my cheekbones, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, a little button, and on my chin to give that glow. Glow come through, glow come through. Then I'm going back in with that Basquiat palette. And then I'm using that lime green shadow called EXU. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to say EXU. And I'm putting it in the inner corners. And then I'm going in back. Then I'm going back in with that Color Rain palette, the Perf Smurf. And I'm going to smudge that underneath my eye. Oh, sorry for my phone in the back. Somebody loves me, texting me. Then I'm going to blend that in and just make it look very seamless as well. Then we're going to do a little mascara. You can use any mascara of your choice. It does not have to be the mascara that I'm using. Honestly, I love drugstore mascara, to keep it real. It's nice and it's cheap. Then we're going to set our face with my ultimate face setting spray is the Urban Decay. If y'all ain't heard about it, you better get it because, honey, when I tell you set this face, you can run through a waterfall. And there you guys go. This is the finished product. I am feeling the navy vibes paired with this pale purple lip, which will be listed below. Please don't forget to comment below. Let me know what y'all want to see. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thumbs this video up if you loved it. And I will see y'all next time.